Hey! We're Daemon Pyre.
And you're watching Metal Ignition.
We all have fairly varied influences, from punk to thrash, death metal, melodic death metal, grind, whatever else. So the band, where it's come from, as Silence Breaks to where it is now musically, is, I guess, something a bit more varied, a bit more traditional. It's metal approach, but at the same time trying to maintain some modern elements to it. And yeah, trying to have some real variety within everything that we do musically. So some real, again, everything from really fast and brutal, some more melodic passages, to trying to create some more atmosphere.
A couple of the key reasons why we chose to change the name was that the band started back in 2005 as something very, very different to what it is now. There are no original members, myself included, and I've been in the band since about 2008. There's no original members left. The sound had changed so dramatically from beginning with more core influences to around sort of 2011. The band started to move towards a more traditional metal sound, and then with the lineup that we have now, everybody made a choice that we wanted to play in more conventional and traditional styles of metal rather than the new wave sort of metalcore and any of the core genres.
We really wanted to drop that element from our sound.
Yeah, and that's not to that wasn't to say that we have any issue with that particular style of music as individuals, but as a band we wanted to make sure that there was no stigma attached to the new sound that we created and the new record. So we thought the best way to do that was to start fresh with a new name and a new image and a whole new ethos. So with the band name, we basically spent the better part of 6 weeks deliberating on what name we wanted to use, and
it's definitely one of the hardest things about being in a band, is just coming up with a name.
Yeah. I mean that took a lot of time and a lot of effort for us to, come up with a name that we all sort of gravitated towards and that we all had some faith in. And Daemon Pyre, the more we sort of played with that name, the more that the metaphor took shape. The ethos and the meaning behind the name took shape, the more it made sense for us. We essentially wanted to start fresh. We wanted to ditch the stigma that we had with the previous name and that came from the previous sound. So when it came time to put this new album together, we decided that we wanted to present something new. So with a new sound, we decided to change the name and branch forward from there. Misanthropic Parallels was the first single that came out probably about going on 3 months ago now. That was the first thing we dropped when we announced the new name, because ASB was put to bed after our show with Bloodlust at the end of May, and that was also the last thing we did as them and as that name. And then we released Misanthropic Parallels and followed that up with Defeated, the second single. We actually spent a good chunk of last year writing this album before we'd even decided to rebrand. The next the next step for us is to release the record at the end of this year, which is what we're working towards at the moment. So,
and we've got new material in the pipeline as well, so we're getting started on working on the next record already.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any momentum. You start a new brand and a new name. We don't want to come out and put a lot of effort into sort of positioning the new brand and then lose momentum by taking 10 months off to write the record. We've already started the new one and we haven't even released the first one yet. So and that's all very much a calculated move from us. So. We have, we're going to be doing our new video, our first video, in a couple of weeks' time for one of our yet to be released singles. We've also got a lyric video that's being put together for one of our other singles, which will be coming out soon as well. So there'll be a whole lot more visual collateral coming pretty soon. So yeah. National tour will be coming in January and through to the beginning of February, and we've just ticked off a bunch of great bands around Australia that have agreed to work with us on that tour. So we'll be doing some shows across New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, regional New South Wales as well, and potentially going down to Adelaide as well. But yeah, so we're looking forward to that, teaming up with some great bands from around the country that we have respect for and that we've always admired as well. So we're looking forward to that.